Okay, so the next tool that I want to go over looks like a pin. This is a newer tool for Illustrator. Notice it looks like a pin. If we hold our mouse down on it, it also comes in with another tool called Free Transform. Okay, so let's start with the pin. You'll notice that the pin tool is called Puppet Warp, the Puppet Warp tool. So this feature exists in Photoshop and it also exists in After Effects. It's been in those applications for quite some time, but it was just introduced in Illustrator maybe about a year ago. So once again, I'm going to create a star. Maybe in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with a color. Maybe I'll make it green to make it stand out. Excuse me. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the object, and I'm going to go to this pin tool, and nothing happens at first. We're not going to see anything appear at first. It doesn't appear until I actually set a pin on the object. You'll notice that once I set a pin on the object, it creates this fractal mesh over the shape. Now, what the fractal mesh gives me is an area to potentially distort. Now, the pins work in two ways. The pins both work as an anchor, and it also acts as a point that I can change and distort the object. But I need to anchor it down first. If I don't anchor it, it's just going to rotate around the pin. Right, so you'll notice that I set an anchor in the center of the object, and now I'm going to set a pin on each one of the arms on the star. Now I could set more pins on this if I want a little bit more control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a pin near the vertices that are pointing towards the center of the object. So as I mentioned earlier, each one of these pins now is a potential spot where I can rotate the object or distort the object. All right, so what if I want to distort the star to make it look like a character? Right, so I can distort the star, give it some feet. So I'm adding more pins to try to give it more complexity. Okay, so as you can see here, the pins give me a really powerful tool to create this level of distortion. Okay, now in After Effects, the puppet pin tool, the pins can actually be animated. So you could have the star look like it's moving around based on the position that you're keyframing on those pins. So it's a fun tool. I really like it a lot. I think it's fun to experiment with it.